Why do some people in their 70s wake up refreshed and energized, while others lie awake for hours, staring at the ceiling, dreading another restless night? If you've ever looked at the clock at 2 a.m. and thought, "Will I ever sleep like I used to?" You're not alone. According to the National Institutes of Health, nearly 50% of adults over 60 struggle with chronic sleep issues, and many turn to pills, not knowing they may make things worse over time. But what if the problem isn't you, and the solution doesn't come in a bottle? In this video, I'll show you 5 science-backed tricks that help people just like you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling like themselves again. No prescriptions, no side effects, because better sleep isn't just about rest. It's about memory, mood, heart health, even how long we live. So if you're tired of being tired, stick with me. Like, subscribe, and share this with someone you care about. And please, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your story, and your feedback helps us grow this community together. Sleep changes with age. That's not your imagination, it's biology. As we get older, our bodies produce less melatonin, the hormone that helps us fall asleep. Our internal clock becomes less precise. And deep sleep, it doesn't come as easily. But that doesn't mean you have to suffer through restless nights and groggy mornings. According to the National Sleep Foundation, nearly half of adults over 60 report difficulty falling or staying asleep. And many silently believe, well, this is just part of aging. It doesn't have to be. You're about to learn 5 practical, science-backed changes you can make, starting tonight, that could completely transform how you sleep. These aren't trendy hacks or gimmicks. They're rooted in real research and real results. I'll even share the one tip I resisted for months and now swear by. Tip number 5 surprised me most, and it might be the breakthrough you've been waiting for. If you're over 60 and feel your sleep isn't what it used to be, type yes in the comments. I want to hear your story because chances are someone else watching right now is going through the same thing. Together, we can bring back peaceful sleep and everything that comes with it. Tip 1. Reset your internal clock. Let's start with something most people overlook, even though it's one of the most powerful tools for better sleep. Your sleep clock is off. Let's fix it. As we age, our internal body clock, called the circadian rhythm, starts to drift. It becomes less responsive to the cues that once helped us feel naturally tired at night and alert in the morning. A major reason? Light. And more importantly, the timing of that light. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that exposure to bright morning light, ideally within the first hour of waking, can help reset your internal clock and improve sleep quality in older adults. Let me introduce you to Mary and Bill. Mary is 72. She walks her dog at 7 a.m. every day, rain or shine. That's sunlight, just 15 to 30 minutes, signals to her brain this is morning and helps her fall asleep easily by 9:30 at night. Bill? He's also 72, but he stays inside with the curtains drawn, sipping coffee and watching TV until noon. His body never gets that wake-up signal, and at night he can't fall asleep. He's tossing and turning until 3 a.m. The difference isn't age. It's light. Try this now. Tomorrow morning, as soon as you wake up, open your blinds and step outside. Even better, take a short walk. You don't need direct sun, just daylight. And in the evening, dim the lights after 8 p.m. That includes turning off bright overheads and avoiding screens. Here's a common myth. I'm retired. I can sleep and wake whenever I want. But your body still craves rhythm. You might not have a work schedule anymore, but your biology still runs on one. Get your morning light. Protect your evening dark. It's simple, but it could reset everything. Tip 2. Cut the afternoon caffeine. Tip number 2 might feel like a tough one, but it's one of the most common reasons older adults struggle to fall asleep at night. That 2 p.m. coffee might be wrecking your sleep. Here's the science. Caffeine has a half-life of about 5 hours, but can stay in your system for up to 10. And as we age, our bodies become less efficient at clearing it out. That means the cup of coffee you had after lunch could still be active in your bloodstream by bedtime. Let's look at Joan. Joan is 68. She loved her post-lunch coffee, said it helped her push through the afternoon slump. But she also started waking up at 4 a.m., wide-eyed, unable to get back to sleep. Her doctor suggested something simple. Switch to herbal tea afternoon. Within a week, Joan's early morning wake-up stopped. She started sleeping through the night. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but I need that coffee to stay awake in the afternoon. And that's understandable. Fatigue is real. But caffeine isn't the only way to stay alert. Try this. Instead of reaching for the coffee pot, take a 10-minute walk. It sounds simple, but even a short burst of movement can increase circulation, boost energy, and lift your mood without affecting your sleep later on. If you need something warm to sip, go for decaf or a naturally caffeine-free tea like chamomile or rooibos. Remember, cutting caffeine doesn't mean giving up comfort. It means giving your body a better shot at deep, restorative sleep. You deserve to feel rested, and it might start with what's in your cup afternoon. Tip 3. Create a sleep sanctuary. Tip number 3. Your bedroom could be the problem. It's easy to overlook, but the environment where you sleep plays a huge role in how well you rest. Light, noise, and temperature all affect melatonin production and your ability to enter deep sleep. Let's take a look at George. He'd struggled with poor sleep for years, waking up often and not feeling rested. He swore he tried everything, but then he made one simple change. George swapped his old, thin blinds for blackout curtains. That's it. And just like that, for the first time in years, he started sleeping through the night without waking up. I know what you might be thinking. I've slept in the same room for 40 years. It can't be the room. I get it. You're used to your space. But the truth is, even small changes in your bedroom can make a world of difference in how well you sleep. Here's what you can do tonight. First, aim for a cool room between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Cooler temperatures help your body's natural process of cooling down for sleep. Next, eliminate light and noise. Light can interfere with melatonin, the hormone that makes you feel sleepy. Try using blackout curtains or an eye mask to block out any stray light from street lamps or your clock. If noise is an issue, a white noise machine or a simple fan can help create a soothing, consistent sound. Finally, reserve your bed for sleep. No TV, no phones, no reading in bed. That way, your body will start associating your bed with one thing: rest. Remember, your bedroom is meant to be a peaceful sanctuary, a place where your body knows it's time to relax and restore. And with these small changes, you can turn it into the ultimate sleep-friendly space. Which of these 3 tips do you think will work best for you? Let us know in the comments. I'd love to hear which one you're going to try first. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next video on brain health and aging. We've got even more practical tips to help you live your healthiest life. We appreciate you being here, and your feedback helps us continue to improve and bring you more content that truly makes a difference. Tip 4. Mind your mind before bed. Tip number 4. You can't sleep if you're solving problems at midnight. Anxiety and racing thoughts are some of the leading causes of insomnia. As the day winds down, our minds often start to race with worries about family, finances, or things we didn't get done. That mental chatter can keep you up long after your body is ready for rest. But there's good news. It doesn't have to be this way. Let's take Pat, for example. Pat's 65 and used to spend hours at night thinking about everything. Her work, her family, her to-do list. She just couldn't turn her mind off. But then, she tried something simple. Pat started a worry journal. About an hour before bed, she wrote down everything on her mind. She found that just putting her thoughts on paper allowed her to close the book on them for the night. Along with journaling, Pat also added a short meditation session, which she calls her sleep secret. Now, Pat falls asleep quickly and wakes up feeling refreshed. It's been life-changing for her. You might be thinking, meditation isn't for me. I get it. But meditation doesn't have to mean sitting cross-legged for hours in silence. There are simple techniques you can try tonight. Try this about an hour before bed. Sit in a quiet space and write down your worries. Get them out of your head and onto paper, no matter how small they might seem. If you're new to meditation, don't worry. You can start with guided sleep meditations on YouTube. There are plenty of free videos that walk you through relaxing your body and mind. Another great tool is deep breathing. Try this technique. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, then exhale slowly for 8 seconds. It's called the 4-4-8 breathing method, and it activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which helps you relax and prepares you for sleep. Remember, if your mind is cluttered, your sleep will be too. Giving yourself permission to unwind before bed can make all the difference in getting that restful, restorative sleep we all need. Tip 5. Get out of bed. Yes, really. Lying awake in bed, tossing and turning, is one of the worst things you can do for your sleep. It might feel like you're resting, but it's actually training your brain to associate your bed with frustration and stress. Exactly the opposite of what you want. Let me tell you about Frank. Frank is 70, and for years, he'd lie in bed awake for hours. He thought that staying in bed, even though he wasn't sleeping, was somehow restful. But then he tried something different. One night, after lying awake for 20 minutes, Frank finally got up. He went to the living room, grabbed a book, and started reading in dim light. Within 20 minutes, he felt sleepy again. So he returned to bed and fell asleep quickly. It turns out, Frank's new routine was a game changer. Getting up and doing something quiet and non-stimulating allowed his mind to relax. It broke the cycle of frustration and helped him re-enter sleep. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but I should just stay in bed and wait. That's a common myth. But staying in bed awake actually makes it harder for your brain to associate your bed with rest. The more you lie awake, the more you reinforce the idea that your bed is a place of frustration, not relaxation. Here's what you can do. If you're awake for more than 20 minutes, get out of bed. Go to another room and do something quiet like reading a book, knitting, or even doing a puzzle. Keep the lighting dim. No bright lights or screens. Just a calm, soothing activity. Only return to bed when you feel genuinely sleepy. Don't rush it. The idea is to break the cycle of anxiety and allow your body to naturally signal it's time for sleep. Remember, your bed should be a sanctuary, a place for rest. If you're awake, you're better off getting up than lying there feeling stressed. Let's quickly recap what we've learned today, so you can start applying these tips tonight. First, reset your body clock with sunlight. Aim for 15 minutes of morning light to help your natural sleep-wake cycle. Second, cut the caffeine after lunch. Remember, that afternoon coffee could be keeping you up far longer than you think. Third, make your bedroom a sleep haven. A cool, dark, and quiet environment can work wonders for your sleep quality. Fourth, calm your mind with pre-bed rituals. Journaling, meditation, and deep breathing can help you unwind and clear out those racing thoughts. And fifth, if you're awake for more than 20 minutes, don't stay in bed. Get up, do something relaxing, and return to bed only when you're truly sleepy. These are simple, science-backed changes that can have a big impact on your sleep. Remember, better sleep leads to better health, a sharper mind, and a happier, more energetic life. It's never too late to reclaim your nights. A few small shifts can bring back deep, peaceful sleep that will help you feel rested, rejuvenated, and ready for the day ahead. Now, here's your Try Today challenge. Pick just one of these tips tonight, whether it's getting some morning sunlight or cutting caffeine, and then tell us tomorrow how you slept. We'd love to hear your results. Which tip surprised you most or worked best for you? I'd love to hear your story in the comments below. Your experiences help others feel less alone and more empowered to make changes. And if you found this helpful, check out our videos on our channel. We got even more tips that'll make a big difference in your health and sleep. Thank you so much for watching and trusting us to be part of your health journey. We'll see you next time. Sleep well.